More than 20 years after 9/11 and nearly 11 years since Osama bin Laden was shot on May 1st, 11 years ago by our next guest, we're now learning more about the world's most wanted man and the terrorist group that he led.
Yeah, 500,000 letters and files that were seized by Navy SEALs during Operation Neptune have finally been revealed by a scholar who spent years analyzing them. For more, let's bring in the man that shot and killed bin Laden, retired SEAL Team 6 member Rob O'Neill. Sir, great to have you on again. We appreciate it.
Yeah, good to see you, especially as we get closer to Sunday, May the 1st. I know an important day in your life story as well in America's history. You were part of the mission. You shot Osama bin Laden in the head. The plan was to take his body, dead or alive, get him out of that compound as fast as possible. But then SEAL Team 6, you guys all started to notice computers, hard drives, personal letters, documents, a trove of possible intel. Take it from there. What happened after that?
Good morning. Thank you for having me. Yeah, our job was to go in there, get him as quickly as we could. It was a kill capture mission. We would have taken him alive, but we wanted to be in and out just based on fuel. How to, could we get back across the border quickly? But once we got there, when I found bin Laden on the third floor and shot him, I didn't realize at the time, but the guys below me did on the second floor. There was about 3 offices down there full of everything from, like you said, 500,000 documents. We had a couple different computers, hard drives, things like that. And our time on target wanted to be 32 minutes, but we asked for more time. We actually stayed to 47 minutes till we had to get out because the Pakistani police or the Pak Mil is going to show up.
Right.
And we brought it back, and the intel analysts started looking at it as soon as we brought the stuff to Bagram Airfield where they were. And they're excellent at doing it. And it took them years to go through all of it, to declassify it. Then they gave it to the Arab-speaking scholars that we have here, and it took them years as well to go through it. But now what we're realizing is that bin Laden was running it from there, and he wanted to attack the United States again in a 9/11-esque attack. But they think outside the box, Al-Qaeda does, and they knew that once they went through security and hijacked planes, they'd have to do something else because they're proactive and we're reactive. So bin Laden, realizing that 15 of 19 hijackers were from Saudi Arabia, there's oil money there, they can charter a jet and do it again.
Yeah, let's talk about that. So those letters, they revealed plans for another 9/11 attack. So instead of a hijacking a plane, they were thinking maybe possibly chartering one to use as a weapon or even cause a train derailment. What else did you find or what were revealed in this?
Well, they can do anything. They're going to, like I said, they think outside of the box, and we don't know what box we're in. They're going to do one thing, and then they're going to start to expand their perimeter. Next, they'll hit the baggage claim. That's where people are lined up. They'll figure out what time does TSA open at 6 a.m. Well, how big is the line at 5:55? Send somebody in there. You don't need to go through security to get in there. Then bin Laden was a civil engineer. How much railroad track do we need to take apart to derail a train? Then obviously there's our southern border. We can get guys in because Democrats and Republicans are so busy about, fighting about politics and who gets elected and is the border, racist or not. They can cross it because they know it's open because it's never going to be closed. They're going to hit schools. They're thinking about so many different ways to hit us, and they don't care what race we are, what gender we are. They hate us all just the same, and they want to kill us, and they're going to keep coming after us.
Yeah, I thought this was so fascinating in reading this report. So Osama bin Laden did have a TV in the room where you killed him, but he didn't have access to the internet, a computer, or a cell phone or anything like that. So everything, all their communication had to be written down. We did learn, though, that Al-Qaeda and Osama bin Laden didn't think the U.S. would react the way they did post 9/11. They never thought that we'd go to war over this. They thought there'd be sanctions, maybe a strike, an airstrike, something like that. They never thought that we would react the way that we did, which on their part was a huge miscalculation. What'd you make of that?
Well, there are miscalculations everywhere. The way we reacted to the bombings in Africa in the 90s, the USS Cole. We hit them with missile strikes. They never thought we'd go to war because we were what they thought a paper tiger. They didn't expect the towers to completely collapse either, but it did. That pleased them, but then we went all out. And we actually fought them the way that Americans can fight at first, and we crushed them. And then it was to the point where bin Laden was in hiding everywhere from Tora Bora into Pakistan, into Abbottabad. And a lot of Al-Qaeda didn't want to tell them they were being decimated, which they were, but then they continued to communicate. They continued to think, how can we do it? He didn't have the internet because he knew we could track it. They wouldn't use cell phones till, when they drove out of the compound for at least, I think, 90 minutes away, and they would bring messages back and forth, all, handwritten notes, CDs, or things like that. But, the point was, we're going to move forward. How do we attack America again?
Right.
And they never took their eye off the ball. They still haven't. Like ISIS likes to stab us in the front. Al-Qaeda likes to stab us in the back, and they're still there.
We know that we only got about 15 seconds, but we know that Osama bin Laden, a despicable human being. when you walked into that room, is it true that he tried to he's grabbed his wife out of bed and tried to use her as a human shield before you were able to shoot him?
They were already standing there. I don't know what he was doing. It looked like he was maneuvering. All I knew is she was in front of him and thankfully a lot shorter, and he wasn't surrendering, and I thought he was a suicide bomber. It's my job as a Navy SEAL to take him out, and I did.
You did. Robert O'Neill, thank you for your service. Thanks for coming on with us again this morning. We appreciate it. Good to see you.